Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Coffee Chat and Candidly. I am your host, On Bar, aka the Vietnamese Prince. Wow, it feels like it's been a minute since I put another one of these out. It's always a blessing to be able to do these, simply because I get to be myself. That's all it is. I think, before I get into the video, I really want to say, life is already hard enough as it is, so being someone else while living life, it must be really hard, because I really do feel like being yourself in some way, I guess, gives you a sense of calmness, a sense of genuine feeling, you know? That's the only genuine feeling you really get, is if you're just yourself. But if you have to be someone else while living life's hardships, it must be really tough. So I would just encourage everybody out there to however they identify themselves, however you identify yourself. Why am I speaking in third person? just run with it, get better at what you are doing, get better at things that you're bad at, and add some flavor to it. Add your personality. I think it's really important, especially these days. Like right now, everybody really has an opportunity to take a step back and really evaluate who you want to be, and who you are. It's a great time to just think right now. That's just all I'm gonna say. But it's a good time to think. And yeah, just an update on my life. Basically, I just been working, grinding long hours and early mornings just to get a paycheck. But my vision has been growing very strong lately of how I want my business to be. It's just literally every day when I'm not present in where I want to be, ideally I would already have my own cafe and already be doing the big league stuff. But everybody has their place in life, and right now I'm in the building process of just building my capital. Sometimes you just gotta work your ass off just to, and excuse my language, but just work really hard to get to where you need to be. And so I haven't stopped yet. It's been 4 months since I've been working, and every day I still feel like quitting. Every day I still feel like quitting, but I haven't sent that email in yet, because I know that it's right now it's really important for me to start, even though with a pandemic going on, I might not feel like I'm safely working, but I've been seeing a therapist every week, just to kind of keep myself mentally in check. There's a lot of ways to find a solution to making your life easier, and I think therapy has been one of those things that really helped me understand how I'm feeling, and it's just a good way to let out the thoughts that are just being kept inside, So yeah, and I promised myself that eventually I will not work anymore. I will not work for someone else anymore. It's just gonna be for myself. And then the reason for me working for myself is so I can support those that are around me. Right now I could think of my family. I live with my mom, my dad, my brothers, and then we have another house with my grandparents, my cousin, my aunts, uncles. So that's first, family first. You hear that a lot. It's a very cliche thing to hear, but it's also very overlooked in our society, and it's unfortunate, and not because of the people themselves, but I really do think it's the system that we've been put in. Not to get all a conspiracy theorist, I ain't one of those, but reason why I feel so lucky is because my background, like an Asian background, family is very important. I know there's extremes ends to it. I feel like I got like a good balance of the Asian culture and also me growing up in American culture. But there's some Asian cultures out there that are very like I wouldn't want to live in a family like that. Like they say every family is dysfunctional, and that's true. It's true. Sometimes families that don't seek for like external assistance, it can get very like confusing when families try to solve things themselves. A lot of the times it's like a lot of passive things because it's family. Like you expect them to understand you because they're your family, but I'm gonna break it to you right now. Every person is still a person, and so the way that your boss interacts with you, it's a human and human interaction, And so like you can either play games, you can be real. You can either play games, you can be real. And so a lot of times in families, and this is what I've noticed a lot, including my own family, but if everybody were to just talk everything out thoroughly, like things wouldn't have to be exacerbated. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to get worse. So yeah, I feel like that's something that I want to work on for myself in the future, because being a business owner, a leader, that's your role. Your role is to make sure the communication is being met on both ends, on every spectrum. Being a leader is not sunshines and rainbows, and you know what I mean, like it's work. Like being a leader means I'm gonna make this silly analogy because it's true, but when someone poops in the restroom, right, but they don't poop right and they poop on the floor, guess who's gonna clean that? Guess who's gonna clean it? It's gonna be the leader. The leader is the one that takes poop from people. So, and I'm just gonna leave it at that for your own interpretation. Let me know down below what you think I mean by that analogy. But my last coffee chat in Candidly, I talked about the leader and innovator. I believe it's prevalent right now. Like there's more people that expel leadership skills. There's people that expel innovation skills. Like I like to see it as extrovert and introvert, but I don't want to make that the defining key term to what a leader and innovator is, because a leader and innovator is more like they're each its own, but they're very equal to each other, because without each other this world wouldn't function right, in my opinion. Like you gotta have the leader supporting the innovator. The innovator is the one that creates the ideas, and the leader basically just knows how to lead them to where they need to be. So you know what I'm saying? So just if you want to watch that episode, I'm gonna post it right up here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this video actually, I did not intend to make the video the way that I did right now. I actually had something else prepared, which I might just save for the next one, because it's literally my last idea. I wrote like 7 ideas at one point. I did all of them. It's dope, but I gotta write more ideas. But yeah, if you get anything from this video, just here's my message. All right, and if you watched already up to this point, thank you. It really means a lot to me. But like take a moment right now, right, to just think about what it is that you want to accomplish in the next 5 years. Like just think about it right now. You can pause it right now, but I'm gonna start talking. All right. So 5 years, how are you gonna get to that point, to where you want to be? 5 years, what steps do you have to take? Think about that. Pause it if you need to. And then after you've written down, or like at least understood the direction you need to take, or what you will take to get to where you want to be. Think about how long you're willing to stay in the mentality that I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing this. Maybe 3 years tops. I'll keep telling myself I can keep doing this. If it's 3 years, even if it's 2, you still did 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So this is, and I'm talking to, okay, so I'm mainly talking to the people that are focused in business. They want to do business, and you want to make something out of yourself. You want to push out your idea to the world. I'm going to tell you this. You're going to want to quit every day. Every day you're going to feel like I want to quit. Every single day. And I'll tell you why. When you do something that has no security, that doesn't give you a pension plan, a 401k, you know, the world's gonna be too vast for you to see as a complete whole. Like, you pushing out your own idea, you haven't pushed it out yet, so it's not in existence unless you make it. And you know, the steps to get to there, to the point where you've made your dreams come true, like it's totally, it's a unrevealed movie, you know. Like, you haven't finished it yet. Maybe you started it, but you haven't finished it yet. You don't know what's going on. Like, how hard is it for you to predict how the movie's gonna end from the beginning of the movie, you know? So that's gonna be your life. If you want to do something like entrepreneurship, or pursuing music as a career, or being a a licensed medical expert, but as a contractor, you know, like, all these things all are, the leadership and the innovator role, it's going to be you're going to need to do both at the same time until you hire someone, or until you find someone that you can work with to balance you out, because that's very important. It's very important to have a good team too. But yeah, just think about it, okay? So that's all I really have for this video, to be honest. I don't even know how I'm gonna title it, or you know, maybe I have to listen back to it. Been really trying to push out more content for everybody that I'm hoping that everybody that watches these videos, this is like going to be the main hub for how I explain who I am as a person. And I really want this channel, like, when I was getting into making YouTube videos and stuff, like, I remember a lot of people telling me different things on how to be successful on YouTube, like, niche down, get your system down, release videos often, all that jazz. But I honestly, like, I don't see myself being like a full-time YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only making these videos, and I'm hoping I can gain some traction so that I can get some sort of a following. And this is like what I've been told by a friend, is that your 1,000 followers, or your first 1,000 subscribers, the ones that are your true fans, and hey, your true friends, that will support you and make you successful. And I think that in my mind made me realize that, I'm just gonna be myself and create a genuine fan base. Because I don't believe in that, like, realm, like, I don't believe that, oh, my fans, like, fans are your supporters. So I'll say more so like my supporters, my day ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, fans kind of sound weird, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, anyway, I wanna be able to create a fellowship, you know what I'm saying? Like a clan, like a clan. Ooh, because Naruto. But I wanna make like a clan that will push out my ideas. And this is such a this might sound really strange, but I want to be the complete opposite of Ho Chi Minh. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know the Vietnamese history, and I encourage you to learn about the war in Vietnam, because it was a messed up war. But I want to be the opposite of corruption, the opposite of fear, the opposite of hate. You know, like all those things are just so prevalently used. Like, we don't see it, but it's like, don't believe everything the media tells you. Like, just think about it for a second. Just think about it for a second. Like, we're all humans, you know. We're all gonna mess up. We're all gonna fear. We're all gonna do things that are stupid, especially during the times that what's the word? Provoke us to do it. You know what I mean? Like, just think about it right now. There's so many people that are just in pain, that are suffering. So, what I really want to do in life is to push out my ideas, because I do feel like I've gained a good amount in foundation to like as if I was talking to like just like a close friend, right? Like, you know, sometimes treating people, you know, the way you want to be treated, it could be like it could be like the light to the darkness in their day. You know, like they at first they like felt like, man, like life kind of sucks right now, because like nobody around me wants to be the one that proves me wrong, you know. And if you could be that person for someone, that's really huge. It definitely really is, because I've been in those situations before myself personally, and also being the person that, you know, has been in a person's life that has been going through a hard time. You know, like it's natural for me, because I worked in a cafe and I just meet so many people. I become unintentionally vulnerable to these people, and you know, but I'm like thinking like, this is just a job. I don't get it. You know, why am I being so vulnerable? Then I realized, you know, my profession, the way I want to be, who I want to be in life, like I want to do that every day. I want to do that 24/7. I don't want to lose sight of that. And like the person that I want to be, I know who it is. And the times when I get depressed, like those are the times where I just forget who I am. And it's like, what the, like, it's so frustrating, you know, like you knew yourself and then you just forget yourself. And it's like, what? And so, and this is a huge part of why I'm seeing a therapist. It's just like, it just mentally messes with you, man. Like you wake up one day and you're just different. It's like, what the, like, why? I get so frustrated to the point I'm just asking why the whole day. And I don't want to get too like in depth with like how I am mentally, because I am okay. I'm okay. But I too get frustrated. I tell you this, and I'm only human. And I actually haven't. So I've been logging. This is just kind of like to plug in like my therapy series. But I've been logging my my therapy sessions. But I think up to this point, I'm gonna keep it private. The first therapy session, I kind of shared it on my last video, but that was more of like an intro. Not really, like more surface level. I think the one that the therapy session I had a couple days ago, it was very personal, and I think up to this point I'm gonna get more vulnerable and more personal with my my therapy sessions. Cause hey, I'm paying $100 an hour, so all these things that may be affecting me mentally, I want to put it out there, because these are the things I'm literally telling my therapist, the things I wouldn't tell normal people, or people that are, you know, normally in my everyday life. Like the type of person that I am, I barely bring up my problems. I barely. And I get this a lot from my parents. Like they're always about you know, if you're going through a tough time, you know, coping with it yourself is a lot more, you're doing a lot of people a favor if you can do that, you know. And not to say that's a bad thing, but it's also something that can be detrimental to the way that you convey yourself every day. Maybe sometimes you feel hesitant to ask for help, you know. That's one of the things that I'm struggling with, and so that's why I'm seeing a therapist, because, you know, and not everybody's perfect, and I encourage everyone, like, if you need it, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, if your friends are sick of like the way that you are, because this is the thing, we treat our friends like as if we were ourselves, as if they were ourselves. And basically what that means, sometimes we say things and we do things to them that maybe we don't consider them being an extension of us, but we think of them as a part of us. And so, sometimes friends, that's why a lot of friends, they grow apart. It's because you realize that we value different things and blah blah this and that, and so that's actually one of the things I want to get into in my next coffee chat in Candidly, which I'm gonna mark it right here. I hope you guys are with me, but I'm gonna probably wrap it up right now. It's been pretty long. I'm gonna have to edit this whole thing, but yeah, thank you for watching. I think this is gonna be edited. This is definitely gonna be edited, but yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Please continue to just do good things and continue to work on yourself, because that's the biggest investment you'll make in life ever, is you working on yourself. Guaranteed. There's no other way around it. Yes, a Roth IRA account is also the second biggest investment you can make. But yeah, make good choices. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.